welcome to a live version of CardStream Magic Hand Solo. We are going to be giving away some really cool precons. We've got the animated army. We're going to open this up and we're going to see what is in it. The RevivalTrance from Final Fantasy, Counter Blitz from Final Fantasy, and also Family Matters from Bloomburrow. We're going to be sending these out to the winners of the Waitlist I want to say championship, but we have a waitlist, and if you join it, then you are automatically entered to win one of these precons. You can win the animated army, the Final Fantasy duo there, or the Family Matters. A lot of fun. What is the waitlist for? Well, we are releasing a new CardStream app. The app will be going up on the iPhone store on September 17th, 2025. And here's the preview of the app actually. So you can see here that I have the decks. You can see some decks that I've created: the World Shaper, the Well-Equipped Cloud Midgar. And if you guys have been wondering where I've been the past couple of months, it's been building this app. One thing that I found was that some of the competitors' seller fees were really high, and so if you were selling anything, then you were having a hard time making money. And so now you'll be able to use CardStream to easily sell. I've made it so that it's streamlined. All you gotta do is add a card and it'll automatically sell it for you. So that's kind of a really cool thing. You can see that here is on the Add Decker collection. You can create a for sale deck, for example, or you can create like a commander deck. Animated army would be a great example. If you're looking to add a precon, or you can add just like a pile for sale. Select a format. You don't have to say for sale, but you can actually create a behavior where you can sell all added cards, and basically new cards will automatically be added up for sale, and you'll be able to easily sell the new cards that you add. So here you can see that I've created this for sale deck, and then you'll be able to open a scanner, and then you can quickly and easily scan a card, and it will then let you automatically sell it. Here you can see that it's been put up for sale already. But if you wanted to just list it for sale really quickly, you can go in here and you can list it for sale. It automatically finds the market price for you, and then it lets you sell it. This one's already been listed for sale. As you can see under the market price, it says for sale. So that's been added there, and you can actually see the card now is under sellers for market price. So market price is basically whatever the price is whenever it's purchased. So if you have, for example, added Caretaker's Talent today, and it's priced at $7.54, then when you go to sell it, if someone were to come along tomorrow and to buy it, and the new price is $8, then it would sell at $8 instead of $7.54. Similarly, if the price goes down and someone buys it at $650, then it'll sell at $650. But as we all know, the prices can fluctuate, and sometimes these prices go up. And let's say you listed it at $754 and now it's worth $9. You don't want to sell it for $754. You'd like to sell it at $9, and so it'll automatically do that for you. Similarly, if you go, I want to buy, and you accept market price, then it'll automatically find a card that is selling at market price. Anyway, that is what is going on with CardStream, and a very brief sneak preview of what is coming up. Pretty cool. Been working on this for the last couple months to get it in a place where both I could use it and you could use it. So hopefully you can go in there and you can either buy entire precons or you could sell entire precons, whatever you like. Pretty cool. It's a very smooth process to add new cards, which is a nice change, because when I was listing cards on eBay, it would be a lot of work, really. So pretty cool updates. What I was going to do was I was going to tear into some packs. We have the animated armory here, and this one is going to be one of the precons that someone could win, and if you win it, then I'll mail it to you right away, and you'll be able to play Bella the Bard, who's just an insanely strong commander. We can also check out some of the other cards that come in this pack, which will be the collector's booster. So let me rip this open. This is not one of the ones that's going to be, there's another one that you'll win if you do win the Precon. So don't worry about this one being opened as it's worth. And then, well, see how easy it is just to add some cards onto the app there. There's the how-to instructional booklet. Here's Bello, Bard of the Brambles. During your turn, each Bello, Bard of the Brambles, 1 red and green, legendary creature, Raccoon Bard. During your turn, each non-equipment, artifact, and non-aura enchantment you control with a mana value 4 or greater is a 4/4 elemental creature in addition to its other types, and has indestructible haste. And whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, draw a card. Look at that, it's still in this pack. Pretty cool. I was under the impression that there was an additional collector's booster with this thing. Here it is. Let's open this up because that's what's fun. You know what's in the precons already from deck list, but we don't know what's in this thing, do we? Gonna open it. All right, here we go. Man, why do they make these things so hard to open? They really need one of those little notches on these things so you can just rip it, huh? All right, here we go. Finally got it. Not for resale, it says. Or giveaway, if you will. What do we got? We got a Paw Patch Recruit. Paw Patch Recruit, 1 green. Offspring 2, Rabbit Warrior. Trample. Whenever A creature you control becomes the target of a spell or ability an opponent controls, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control other than this creature. Than that creature. 2/1. Well, I gotta say that goes well with any kind of tokens or counters, really. So that'll be fun. Let's see what else we got. We will open this. Let's see. Let's switch to the app. We'll do the live scanning mode. And then we'll put the Paul Patrick Crude in there and see if it picks it up. One of the things I tried to program into it was better like set detection, so it detect what set it was, and also like the full art versus the non-full art. There it goes. It picked up the Paul Patrick Recruit there, and it says that it's 166. So that's the Paul Patrick Recruit for you. It's easy to go into the app, and then if you don't want to sell it, it should show up here under sellers, and then you can just hit cancel. Also, if you add it in the if you just use the add card here, it'll give you some options where you can decide whether or not you want to continue with the sale, or if you want to add a foil. It's like a foil version, or if it's a special version of it, then you can add those behaviors / modifiers to it. All right, so that is just how easy it is to sell with CardStream.pro. It takes literally 2 seconds to do. All you have to do is scan the card or add the card to your collection that you want to sell. As you can see here, it says cards added to this collection will automatically be listed as for sale at market price. You can change this in settings. That's kind of like really easy. So fundamentally, it is sound. Once you sell a card, I'm sorry, I'm ripping into this thing and it's making a lot of noise. As you can see here, I'm ripping into the Precon now. Bella looks good. I will say that. Oh my gosh, look at this gorgeous foil. Ooh, Bello Bard of the Brahmins. Let's show off the adding of a card without the. So if I do Bello on the phone, should pull right up. I can add it here, and then I can say it's a foil version of it. Now, one of the things that needs to happen is it should update this price here, but it does not. So instead, you have to go in here, and it says near mint foil for that one. The market price of that is $1.49, I guess. So I don't know if it's $1.49. I guess it is. Here's a full screen version of the card. You can see there. Now, one thing that's pretty cool about this app is if you go into, like, say, Vivi here, you can go Playtest, and then it'll give you, like, if you just randomly drew a hand from this deck, what would you get? You get the few lands, which is ideal, obviously. Curiosity, which would be great in a VB deck, obviously. Isochron Scepter, which is really good if you have some good instance, and then the Mind Skinner, which combos well with Dawn's and then you can jump to stats. Here's stats for the current deck that I'm on, the VV deck. As you can see, the average converted mana cost is 3.3, suggested land count 34. I think that's also affected by the fact that there's 65 non-lands in there, so it does take into account to the average converted mana costs, how many legendaries are in the deck, how many islands and mountains are recommended. The playtest will actually use the recommended if you haven't added lands, and then it gives you different role stats. So these are all the different counts for however many ramp, however many card draw I have, however many token generators I have, all the different board wipes, fast ramp, mass denial, and then lastly it has all the different types in the deck for creatures, artifacts, enchantments, instants, sorceries, etc., etc. So that's a fun way to manage your decks and see what's been added. Now I'm actually not going to sell Bello because I personally want to build a deck with him, so I'm going to cancel that. And as you can see, it just cancels right away. Let's see what else is in this deck, just for fun. Go through a few of these. And we can actually switch to a closer camera. Or even we can see what happens when we just scan them. How about that? There's a foil. It doesn't get added, it doesn't detect like foils right away, unfortunately. So that's kind of something that'll need to be fixed somehow. I'm not actually sure how to do that. It does take a photo of whatever you add. So as you go to there was an issue with my request. Okay, well, we'll have to fix whatever. This is an early version of the deck, so or of the app. So bear with me. There's still issues. I need to fix some issues. So that's Wild Seer, Scouring Maw. Boy, that's actually a pretty good card. Let's see. Wild Seer, Scouring Maw. Legendary creature, Elemental Wolf. Trample. Enchantment spells you cast from your hand have Cascade. 6/6. 3 red and a green. That's pretty good. I can see why people like this deck. Oh shit, look at this. I should not have cussed. Oh my bad. I am sorry to all those people out there that heard me cuss there. Domri, Anarch of Bolas. 1 red and a green. Creatures you control get +1/+0. +1 ability. Add 1 red, 1 green. Creature spells you cast this turn can't be countered. -2. Target creature you control fights target creature you don't control. I'd say that's pretty good. It's probably a card that you probably want to replace, maybe, but it's a nice Planeswalker. This one is the one I was OSing earlier. The Etali Primal Storm. Etali Primal Storm. 4 red. Etali Primal Storm. 4 and 2 red. Legendary creature, Elder Dinosaur. Whenever Etali Primal Storm attacks, exile the top card of each player's library, and then you may cast any number of those spells from among those cards without paying their mana costs. The storm rages and the earth breaks. 6/6. This is a classic card, obviously an excellent one as well. It is 44 cents. So if you join the waitlist, I will also extend test flights to people who join early and may want to test out the app. I do have a link that I can give out to people who want to check that out. See what happens with this Prosperous Bandit. Offspring 1. First strike. Whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, create that many tapped treasure tokens. That's 2 in the red. It is not being picked up. Come on. There it goes. I'm going to say that's a pretty good card, and actually that's one that, if you have Offspring of that, and you're able to create a bunch of tokens all at once, that's pretty good. Prosperous Bandit, 2 in a red. Offspring 1. First strike. Whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, create that many tapped treasure tokens. 2/2. This is a fun deck. I think I'd want to play this. Maybe alternate some things. I bet there's some really good deck lists out there. One thing that I do want to put out as a way of sharing the decks. I haven't quite gotten there yet, but it's something that's coming soon. This is the Pyreswipe Hawk. 3 and 2 red. Creature, elemental bird, flying haste. Whenever Pyreswipe Hawk attacks, it gets +X/+O until end of turn, where X is the greatest mana value among artifacts you control. Whenever you expend 6, gain control of up to 1 target artifact for as long as you control Pyreswipe Hawk. Well, there it goes. Is this because it's not? Oh, that was a quick one. Alchemist Talent. Alchemist Talent, 3 in a red. When Alchemist Talent enters, create 2 trapped treasure tokens. Treasures you control have. Probably should say level 2. Why isn't this straight? Alright, sorry for bothering you. Alchemist Talent, level 1. When Alchemist Talent enters, create Alchemist Talent. Alright, wow. I'm just going to say this over and over again. I need to be better at live videos. I don't really proclaim to have much live experience other than what I've done with this so-called YouTube channel, but I'm actually not a YouTuber by birth. I was something else. Now this card, it says we're 684, so that's pretty good price wise, I will say. Let's try again. Alchemist Talent, 3 in a red. When Alchemist Talent enters, create 2 tapped treasure tokens. Treasures you control have. Sacrifice this artifact to add 2 mana of any one color. Level 3. Whenever you cast a spell, if mana was from a treasure was cast. This would go well in a Knuckles deck. As a matter of fact, I would probably swap a couple of these cards right away. Maybe like the Prosperous Bandit or the other Planeswalker, the Domri for Knuckles, and then just try to create a bunch of treasure tokens, because if you can get to 30 treasure tokens with Knuckles, you win the game. It doesn't even just have to be treasure tokens, it just has to be any artifact. So that is a fun way to go, really. Berserker's Onslaught. 66 cents. Whoops. Let's see here. Berserker's Onslaught, 3 and 2 red. Attacking creatures you control have double strike. That is great when you're being aggro. I think that creatures you control have double strike would have made this one much more worse, but pretty cool enchantment. And if it becomes a 4/4 elemental creature, it's also pretty good. It was pretty cool to see all these enchantments in this deck, I will say that. Outpost Siege, 27 cents, 3 in a red. As Outpost Siege enters, choose Cons or Dragons. Cons, at the beginning of your upkeep, exile the top card of your library until the end of turn. You may play that card. Dragons, whenever a creature you control leaves the battlefield, Outpost Siege deals 1 damage to any target. All right. Next card, I'm going to take a break because I have been having so much fun today that I need to sit down or lay down. My back is starting to kill me just from sitting here. I was setting up for like half an hour. But we have Reign of Riches. Reign of Riches. 3 and 2 red. When Reign of Riches enters, create 2 treasure tokens. The first spell you cast each turn, that mana from, if that. I understand. Reign of Riches, 3 and 2 red. When Reign of Riches enters, create 2 treasure tokens. The first spell you cast each turn, that mana from a treasure was spent to cast has Cascade. That's pretty cool. So you have spend a treasure, you get Cascade on that spell. I like it. This is a cool enchantment, and it goes well in this deck. Anyway, I'm going to take a break, and I will probably not come back live tonight, but maybe tomorrow. Thank you so much for your time watching this preview of the app, and thank you for being a fan. Please like and subscribe if you've made it this far. Let me know. If you want to post which precon you would like to win the most of all these precons in the chat, that would be fantastic, and I will look through those and see if anyone wins, then I will see if I can send that precon to you. So thank you so much. Have a great one.